Hello vinyl community, this is Randy. Back today with another video. Elliot Cruz is celebrating 1 year in the vinyl community. A year ago, he started making videos, vinyl community videos, and yeah, he's been participating since then. So, in order to celebrate that 1 year anniversary, he's having a contest. The name of the contest is Keep It Simple, Stupid. So, uh, we're supposed to show in this contest some records, 2 or 3 or 4 records, where the artist simplified things. So it could be any number of things, I guess, just about anything that they did to simplify what they were doing. So maybe using fewer instruments, or well, I guess it could be just anything to simplify it. So yeah, so we're going to show you some records where I think some artists simplified what they were doing, and I guess the another part of this contest is to name your, I guess, a local. I don't know if it has to be local or not, but name a charity that Elliot can contribute some money to the winner. So the winner of this contest is going to have some money contributed to their charity of choice. So yeah, so I'll get to that at the end. And yeah, Elliot Cruz is the name of the channel. Elliot is a big bluegrass fan. Well, I call it maybe roots music would be the best thing. I know he likes bluegrass a lot, but all kinds of North Carolina regional music and yeah, roots-oriented music. And well, I mean, like everybody else in the VC, he listens to a wide variety of music too. So yeah, so the record that we're hearing right now is my first choice for a simplified record here. This is Al Cohn and Jimmy Rolls. The name of the album is Heavy Love. So the reason I'm calling this one simplified is that these are the only two people in the whole album. Al Cohn plays tenor sax, and Jimmy Rolls is a piano player. So on the back here, on the notes, they call Jimmy Rolls the most in-demand accompanist in jazz. And yeah, so I guess he was a fairly well-known piano player. This was recorded March 15th, 1977 in New York. It tells the whole story here about how the producer of this album, who is named Don Schlitten, went to see Al Cohn one night in a club, and they talked to him afterwards, and he said that he'd been working a lot with Jimmy Rolls, just the two of them playing together, and so they decided to make a record. So yeah, there's really no overdubs on here. There's no bass player or drummer. It's just the two of them, and they're just playing some jazz standards. So Then Their Eyes is what we're hearing right now. The rest of the side has Sweet and Lovely and I Hadn't Anyone Till You. Side 2, Taking a Chance on Love, These Foolish Things, and Bar Talk. So this is Al Cohn here, Jimmy Rolls here. So yeah, I would call it pretty straightforward jazz record. Well, you can hear what it sounds like, and yeah, it's really amazing that Elliot is having this contest right now, because I just got this record in the mail this week, and it really just fits the description, I think, of what he's looking for just perfectly. And in fact, I kind of went through my whole collection to look for simplified records, I guess. And this one, the one that I just got, this one, I think really turns out to be just about the best one that fits the criteria for Elliot's contest. So yeah, I guess I should say Elliot's contest too is not all that restrictive. So yeah, I think he said you can enter just about any video in the contest if you want to. So yeah, Al Cohn and Jimmy Rolls, Heavy Love, and that is on Xanadu Records. Here's the inner sleeve. This shows some of the other people who worked on, who recorded for Xanadu Records. So here's Al Cohn here with Dexter Gordon, Jimmy Rainey recorded for him. So there's a list of it. another record. Actually, this one I got in the mail this week too. They came together from the same vendor, the same Discogs vendor. And this also fits in, I think, just perfectly. This is Tal Farlow. The name of this record is First Set, F-U-E-R-S-T. That name comes from the guy who produced this record, who's named Ed First. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I would say First. So the reason I'm saying that this is keeping it simple is this does have Tal Farlow playing guitar, Eddie Costa on piano, and Vinnie Burke playing bass. There's one song with the vocalist, Gene Williams. But the reason I'm saying this is keeping it simple is because this was recorded in the guy's apartment, in Ed First's apartment there in New York. Evidently, Tal Farlow had a gig there in New York, and I guess when he got done, he would go over to Ed's apartment, and they would jam there. It sounds like it was sort of a regular thing, and they recorded it sometimes. And yeah, so this is one of the recordings from one night when they were there, like, it seems like, 3 o'clock in the morning, or, very late at night, after he got done with his jazz thing. So, yeah, to me the interesting thing about this is recording in an apartment at 3 o'clock in the morning in New York. He must have had some incredibly thick walls, or, maybe all the neighbors were jazz people and they were all up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I'm saying this one is simple as it was recorded in an apartment. So, once again, no overdubs or anything like that. It's sort of I guess you'd almost call it like a live album. And, yeah, Tal Farlow is a guitarist. Obviously, a guitarist from the 1950s. So, this was recorded on December 18th, 1956. So this is a pretty old record. So yeah, Tal Farlow, First Set. And this is the record that we're hearing now has pretty much the same sort of label, except that it's more silver instead of gold on it. So Xanadu Records. I have this Thelonious Monk record. Calling this one a simple record just because it's just strictly Thelonious Monk, which I think usually he recorded with a quartet, or with some other people, even though I don't think this is his only solo piano record. But this was recorded in 1971 in London when Thelonious was on a tour called the Giants of Jazz Tour. So I guess they were on tour in Europe with Dizzy Gillespie, Kay Winding, Sonny Stitt, Al McKibben, and Art Blakey. And they were winding up the tour. So on November the 15th, 1971, I guess the producer of this album invited Thelonious to come to a studio there where he just recorded some solo piano work by Thelonious Monk. So it's nobody but him. And these are a lot of Thelonious's classic songs. Here's the track listing here. So, yeah, Trinkle Tinkle, Crepuscule with Nellie, Little Rudy Tooty. But then he also, Jackieing. But then he also does some cover songs on here. So, Darn That Dream, Nice Work If You Can Get It, My Melancholy Baby. So, yeah, this is just straight Thelonious playing piano, pretty much recorded live, I guess. This is recorded in a studio there in London. So, yeah, Thelonious Monk, the London Collection, Volume 1. This is on Black Lion Records. And then the last one I have to show you is sort of a change of pace, going more towards rock and roll, White Stripes. Jack and Meg White sort of took a new approach in the late 90s to rock, just stripped everything down to just guitar and drums. So this is their first album. And yeah, so I guess this really is no more simple. This is their first album, so it's no more simple than anything they were doing before. But just the whole concept of, no bass player, no keyboards, just no rhythm guitar, just guitar player and drummer. Sort of innovative, I think, and definitely simple. This does have a little bit. Jack White plays a little bit of piano on here, and then there's another guy who plays some guitar on one or two songs. But for the most part, it's just Jack and Meg White. So yeah, the first album is called White Stripes, 1999, I think, is when this one came out. Here's the inner sleeve with some lyrics. There's also some cover songs on this album. This is on, I think it's Third Man Records. The other side of that label looks like. So yeah, Third Man Records. Recorded up there in Michigan, in Detroit, and in 2010 or so, Jack White opened another Third Man Records location here in Nashville. Just behind Third Man Records is an alley, and on the other side of the alley is a place called Room in the Inn. So Room in the Inn is a place where people here in Nashville who are homeless or having other problems can go, and they have all kinds of services there for them at Room in the Inn. They serve lunch every day, Monday through Friday at noon, for homeless people, and breakfast on Sunday mornings. They have shower facilities. People can do their laundry there. They have a lot of workers there to steer people in the right direction to get help in other places they can get it, and help them with housing. And they have some rooms there too for people who are transitioning and can stay there in cold weather, or I guess when they maybe are trying to find a job. So anyway, I'll put a link to that down in the details. Room in the Inn here in Nashville. So it's not affiliated with the White Stripes as far as I know, but it's just across the street from there. So that's it. So thanks a lot for having the contest, Ellie. It's a great idea for a contest. And let me know what you think about these records. And thanks very much for watching. Hope everybody has a great day.